This isn't what it looks like. I did not make 3 new scrapbooks. I only made 2, and it's these ones. This bad boy is the one that I first made. It took me maybe 4 or 5 sittings to get it done. Like how I said in my other video, it was like maybe 2 hours max, per session. But this one isn't a scrapbook. It's all the letters that I've ever gotten from my friends, ever since like college. I have more at my mom's house. I definitely have a lot more at my mom's house now that I think about it. But I'm gonna add those to here when I remember to pick those up, because for now this is maybe like 3/4 of everything that I have. And it wasn't that difficult. It was just a hole puncher, and one of these rings. And I got these for free at my job, so I made sure to, not feel guilty about it. But yeah, these are actually really personal to me, and I want to keep it that way. So I thought I'd just, at least show you. Yeah, and this kind of gives me an idea for like scrapbooks can carry small cards and large cards, So this was a good test, just to see the limits of this kind of project. Anyway, let's talk about the 2 new ones. Okay, this one didn't come second, it came third. So I'll go over this one. Originally I had ribbons attaching the booklets, because like it didn't seem like that much, and I chose the colors on purpose so they're not random like the other one. And yeah, I'll just start fucking opening it. God damn it. I got creative and actually tried drawing in it, so that was fun. And these are 2 like, I have a lot of these cards. Actually, that's kind of what the other ones are too, just to flip them real quick. Oh no, those are my only ones. Okay, so I've got like a random credit card in there. And then I got those 2. And then that one is literally just a card that says intentionally blank. If that's not hilarious, I don't know what is. Yeah, this is a receipt from when my partner and I went to, what was it? Was it San Diego? Yes, it was San Diego for our 9th anniversary together. Yeah, and I decorated with some Trader Joe's stickers, because I love getting those stickers. And I just put little papers for where I think it's like sensitive information, although, that's kind of debatable since these are pretty old. I put a washi tape, like I think this is like vinyl, over the cards, and I actually think it was a really good idea. Like, oh wow, now I got a cookie card. Let me see, what can I say about this one? I bought these stickers at Target. These are from Dollar Tree, and these are from Amazon. The washi tape is from Dee Dee's Discounts, something like that. And this flower one, I got that one from Dollar Tree. This is a bed for one of my little keychains that I had of Yuri Katsuki. The chain inevitably broke, and I didn't want to throw this out. It never dawned on me to ever like toss it out. No. This is a very important detail to me. It was laying around in my stuff of boxes, or my boxes of stuff. And I managed to find it, and it's like small enough to fit in here, which is great, which is so great. Oh, let me open it. This is the weekend that me and my partner had went to, what was it? Sacramento. We went to a gun range. Well, yeah, it was technically our first time. So that's the receipt for it. And this one is a receipt for a long orange jacket, that I bought at a thrift store because I forgot to bring one for the trip and I did not have any sweaters. So this was totally an emergency buy. Oh yeah, we went for a Valentine's Day. Yeah. This is a Yuri on Ice coin that I got from purchasing goods secondhand on Twitter. And I'm not a big fan of Yuri of Plisetsky. I love him just like as I do the other background characters, but yeah, Victor and Yuri for me stole the spotlight. I found a really good place to put it. You know, it was also just kind of sitting in my drawer, and I did not want to throw it away at all. You know, I saw the value in something like that, and it made it in here, which I'm really glad because now it's within other shiny stuff that I bought. These are Uno blank Uno cards that me and my partner ended up not using or writing in just because we were both not creative and lazy. So to make Uno fun, we just like ignore them, and you know, fuck it. If I didn't want to throw them away, you know. This is another blank one. I like the card stock. It's like amazing. That's how every playing card should be, you know. Let me see. Yes. I was testing out some new stamps I got from Target. And they were from the $1, $3, $5 section. So it must have been at the most $5. Ow, my leg fell asleep. Okay. I don't know where these pens... That's obviously a highlighter. I don't know what I was doing. I was just trying to stop markers. And yeah. I think it came really well put together. These two are airplane tickets from when me and Marvin first started taking airplanes together. And this is a note that the person at our Airbnb left for us. These were not at this was not all the same trip. I think the handwritten letter one is from the San Jose airplane trip. Wait a minute. I forget. Does that mean that, like, the airplane tickets would also be around March or April? Let me check. Eh. 15th of March. Yeah, that was for our anniversary. Goddamn. Well, it's nothing too special. I just glued it in a way that helped me to open it later. Since these are technically too big for the card, but I wanted to make it work. Oh, that's old too. I tried keeping up with the credit, but I'm just fucking lazy and I end up not doing it. So I had a couple of those lying around. A library card and a print card. Yeah, these are what the cards look like in my area, in Los Angeles. And my leg fell asleep. Just as I got comfortable too. God fucking damn it. Those are those stamps again. I just decided to outline them to see what would happen. And this is a little flyer that came with my Dramatical Murder water bottle. That's right. I had a water bottle. But it was from Victoria's Secret. I just put the lanyard. It was a lanyard. Sorry, I said that wrong. It was a lanyard. I put it on the pink water bottle. The brand pink. Not that it was pink. I think it was blue. Or black. It was probably black. Yeah. I lost the lanyard and the fucking water bottle. I lost it. Can you fucking believe it? That's like $20 right there. Like, the investment I had. And I fucking out of all the times where I lose a water bottle, that was not the time. Oh yeah, it was double-sided and I didn't know how else to present it, so I literally cut a hole in the paper and then framed it with clear tape. I'm technically not part of the Blick program anymore because I stopped buying art supplies like a year ago, so I'm telling myself to never go back. I love it. I love it to death. Don't get me wrong. It's just I don't need anything from there. At least not yet. I haven't found a reason to. What is this? Reno, Nevada. Damn, what date? 2/14/21. Yeah, this was the gun range trip. Ayy. Oh, this is the end of it. Yeah. I love this card. Look how dramatic that is. It's intentionally blank. Like, yeah. Did you know this was not need to be printed? Like, I don't know what the fuck was going through their heads. There's there's nothing on the back either. Fucking idiots. And yeah, that was the short one. Oh, I never explained this. Okay, cool. So my partner really likes the Amy's brand because it's vegan and it's frozen foods. So those are very hard to come by. And they do have sales. So he's always on the lookout for that. I didn't know how much he was a super fan until he found out that there was a drive-through version. That was one of the fucking best day trips of my life. Like, I love that. Just like going to another town to just try like fast food there and then going home. Like, it has to be revered for you to go out of your way to do that kind of thing. So the type of spontaneity my partner has is contagious. Yeah. That's all of them. Look. It came out small because I was trying hard to like not expect too much of myself, because this one was really just like as I went along and I stopped when I felt comfortable. But I didn't want this sitting on the shelf. I felt like making it a finished product. So I like to think of finished products as, I don't know, when you go, hey, I want something new. So yeah, I wanted something new from this. And you know, this has its own theme. I don't know what it is yet, but it's got a theme. Didn't feel like following it after, I guess. Okay. The third one. Let's see if I can turn this into a different video. Okay, whether I did it or not depends on me by the time I open this in my computer. This is my third scrapbook, and the cards, I had like little to no choice on the variety of cards I had anymore. Before I was just kind of doing it randomly, and I was glad to at least do it intentionally for once. But this one had more whites and blues and oranges, so I decided to make some sort of theme out of it. And like, the first two cards are not the same as the other two. Well, fuck it. I did this in the middle of the night. Well, that's not true. I did it at night. I just didn't care, and the lighting was poor, so it's all part of the art. Don't let them convince you otherwise. I'll talk about this little gem. I got this when I was part of, I don't know, I was going through a phase where I wanted necklaces that just, you know, spoke with me. And for some reason, this little fucking jeweled stick figure really resonated with me. And I wore it as a necklace to school, like to middle school and stuff. And I never felt like throwing it away for some reason. And I like the idea that the diamond crest is like the face of it, you know? And the triangle just tells you it's a girl. Because it looks like a dress, you know? I could look at it all day, but let's talk about my other cards. This came from a pair of jeans. I didn't buy the jeans. I like stole it off the jeans. Again, I was like in middle school. That's right. That's what this is. The theme of this one is middle school to now. I don't know how far I want to go deep into that, but yeah, these are the stamps that I talked about before. I don't know why the hell it's stained. Oh my god. Whatever. That was before I realized I should just stamp the card first and then put the thing on, but I didn't do that. I put the thing on, then I started stamping it. This is my handwriting from when I was in 7th grade, and I decided it would be cute if I just copied it in my handwriting to today. So I think that shit's like, it takes you back. And this is the actual official card that I got from the office. You know, because I kept this card, it kept a type of habit in me where, like, I felt that I should keep everything that I had as, like, from a little kid. I don't know. I think, so yeah, that explains why I'm kind of like a pack rat. Like, I won't let things go. This is a phone case I painted with just my nail polish. This is me and Joe Jonas. When I do that, we kiss. It's my old ID. That's when they used to spell my name with, my last name with a Y. And for some reason, they didn't take this from me. They let me keep it. I think that's tight. Yeah, I had a necklace that said Jonas Brothers on it as well. I never thought about throwing this away. As soon as I saw it, I knew it was so special. And that's a little Attack on Titan keychain that I got. That I love to death. That's why I'm not throwing it away. I painted this on my phone case with actual paint. And the sparkly stuff is nail polish. And then I put a top coat all over it. Because I didn't know how else to seal it. And look, it's working fine. I don't know if y'all ever knew this, but Joe Jonas had trading cards. They're not cute, I'll tell you that. This is kind of cringy, but I can't believe this literally came out of their show. Like, what the fuck? Fashion choices of 2009 were questionable. Oh my god, okay, yeah. I taped these in a way where, like, when you flip it, you got the man. I don't even think these really popped off, and I was so lazy that I still haven't read what was on these cards. I just really only care about Joe Jonas. And this is another sticker that I took. It's on my first Berkeley laptop. The one I have now is my second laptop ever. This is from a Kleenex, like, tissue packet. And I love the art on it so much. I really just had to fucking keep it. And again, I stamped the card first. This is where I started to realize it was more beneficial than anything. And look at that. That's a fucking cute ass border. Oh my god. Same thing. Handwriting from 2005. Really 5? I don't fucking know. And this is, I said 2005, but I was in 6th grade. So this is more 2007. Wow. I really fucked that one up. And my handwriting to today. Oh, that's a picture of my little cousin, Juan Pablo. Well, actually, he's not my cousin. He calls me his friend, which, you know, I am family of the friend. I mean, friend of the family. I didn't want to throw it away, and I had no idea where to put it, so this is perfect. I can pretend that he's going to school. You know, you gotta think of the next generation. This is newspapers. This is a newspaper article that I ripped up. Sorry, I keep using the wrong language. These are newspaper clippings that I cut up and tried to make some sort of edgy collage, but they never, like, went over each other. It was just, like, separate. I'll show you. I kept it because it listed Rise Against as a headliner for an upcoming festival in the area, or, you know, concert. And I was deeply in love with this band, you know. I still am. Yeah. This is the receipt for Siren Song of the Counterculture. My partner got me this back in 2012. And this is my favorite album of all of theirs. The Black Market. Yeah, buddy. They had a signing there too that I was so stoked about. Yeah, and these are just for, like, aesthetic. I don't really care what it says on there. I cared enough to not want to overlap them, you know, in case I want to read it. Let me see. Yeah, this is just a sticky. Oh, I glued it. Okay, let me keep that in there. Yeah, that's a sticker for Pi Day. I missed out on it just because I did, but that was because the night before we had gotten it, and that's when I saw the flyer, and that's when I realized I couldn't get it, so I might as well get the fucking sticker that advertises it. This is the stand-up burgers. They're in Berkeley. They're our new favorite vegan spot. But I think they're closed on Sundays. Or Mondays? I don't know. Sometime inconvenient. This is a receipt of when I had bought the first two books. Sorry, the first two mangas of Weathering with You. And I bought a surprise toy, a surprise chocolate toy that... Actually, it was not chocolate. It was more like mints. But who gives a fuck? The one that I got is manga. And then the toy that it came in, I gave that to my nephew who's living with us. He doesn't care about the cat actual figure. He only cares about like the little case, because it's got like a key on it and you can open it and close it. But I'll keep the one he's not using. And yeah, I didn't know how to fit this in here, so you should get the gist. This is the backing card for a keychain that my high school English teacher got me from Japan. He was married to someone who was Japanese, so like he was talking about how he goes there like on holiday and stuff, and I was just like so jealous because I was such a like Japanophile back in the day. Some would call it otaku, but I think I had unhealthy levels in high school. Now that I recognize that, I know that it's creepy. So I make sure to be respectful and all that. But yeah, I kept this ever since then. And look, Daiso. Yeah, right. What was his name? Mr. Carpenter. Yeah, I was hoping for one that wasn't from Daiso. Well, actually, I was too young to know what Daiso was. So this was a good review. I think I still have it. Yeah, I kept it in one of my old phones. It never came off. I bought a Violet figurine in the previous video. Sorry, I say previous video like I know what I'm doing. In the video of my, I titled it, it has a new title. It used to be called Dollar Tree Haul, but I changed it because I had a secondhand embarrassment. So I wrote down, what did I write it down as? Not Worth Watching Part 3. I have a Not Worth Watching Part 2 and the Not Worth Watching Part 1. I renamed some of my old videos, so yeah. Whoop-de-doo. That's what the fuck it is that? This was my 8th grade handwriting. Well, more taller than the 7th grade one. And my handwriting to today. And then that's when I noticed that the stamps are actually kind of losing their quality. Like they're losing their color. Oh my god. I try to make it work for me though. Oh yeah, for the other one, with my Juan Pablo on there. Yeah, that was because I couldn't find the orange card for that one. I thought I lost it. I thought maybe I didn't have it at all. So, in the meantime, I've just put that. But I have a feeling I'm never going to find it. I have a feeling I never had it in the first place. Because it's not turned up, and I've cleaned my desk area ever since then, so. I made sure to not write too much on this one. Yeah, these are school cards. And this is my dad's ID. This was also one of those things that was kind of awkward to just have lying around, but I didn't want to throw it away. And if I was gonna keep it, I was gonna, not be creepy about it. It's not like I was gonna put it in my wallet. No judgment if you do. I'm just saying. Mira, the S shows up right there. Am I missing something? Maybe I do deserve to have the S. That'll at least put me in front of the line of all the other Chavezes. This is one of the fancy cards that I love keeping around because it looks so official and fake at the same time. This key is from Euclid. This key I found on the street, and this key was to the office of my current job, which was in WeWork, and we stopped going there. Coincidentally, the month that Corona hit, and I didn't want to throw it away. I feel like, since I never went back, do they really need the key anyway? I'm not going to go out of my way to return it, so I might as well just use it for something artsy. And this is just one of those generic keys. I like the style. I like how this is a thing. I think this backing ended up not, like, I couldn't find anything to put the back of here, so I just put a magazine cutout in there. I think it came out good. I don't know what it's trying to do, but at least that's my first try at doing it. I mean, it gives it some, yeah, it's got some reflectance. Imagine if it was like the first one. Okay, take 3. Let's move on. These are more fake cards. This is a cutout from a magazine that I got from Little Tokyo, and it was at the supermarket, so I think it was one of those free ones. And sure enough, they had a language section, and I made sure to cut them out every time I see them. But out of all the ones that I ended up throwing away, I kept this one, and I thought it was hilarious that it's actually Daijobu. Daijobu. The most constant word in anime. And that's why I love it. I think that's why there's no such thing as a coincidence. Speaking of coincidences, these are just 2 more fake cards. I'm not gonna really go over it. I got a sweater from Teddy Fresh for the first time this year, and it's the quilted hoodie, and it's my favorite hoodie. Like, I've never had a hoodie before, and to make a commitment to spend that much from these people, it was just like, it ticked off too many boxes for me to pass up. So I wanted to keep it. I know this is a sticker, but I don't even feel like I want to use a sticker. That's a nice detail that should always be kept intact. Because I have a feeling the next one I get is just going to be part of this larger collection. But for the foreseeable future, I don't see myself buying from them anymore. Just because the style it hasn't spoken to me, just like how the quilted hoodie did. Someone's ringing a bell in the distance. I think it's like trying to call a cat or something. Aw. I just made myself sad. Anyway, look at here. If you had Trix yogurt when you were younger, then you missed out on their comic release. They only did one of these, as far as I fucking know. Because I could have sworn we were buying these in between 2003 and 2008. Like, pretty consistently. And I don't think they've ever done this ever again. This is the exclusive. You see, I have issue 1, issue 2, issue 3, and issue 4. And I knew back then that I loved comics. So this was like the perfect crossover. And a part of me did keep in mind, like, oh, I could color in it. But I'm glad I fucking didn't. I mean, for one, the images were just too small. But also, I knew the paper was gonna be really weak to ink. So, it was gonna bleed through, and definitely. I have all 4 issues. If this ends up costing like $1 million, I might think about it, you know? I said I might think about it. And yeah, that's the end of it. This is a flyer for Skate Massimo. This was a skate shop that was next to my church growing up. So whenever mass was over, I would convince my mom to let us walk the entire 4 blocks it took to get there. Not for me to buy anything, but just to look. Because I could not afford anything in that store. Shit, bitch. Imagine me going in now. I'd be... I fucking love them. They went out of business. I don't know if that's such a surprise. But it was before COVID, so it wasn't because of COVID that they went out of business. Yeah. I like how it was like capitalizing on the rainbow aesthetic. And, like, the text was so corny and cheesy, and the fucking catchphrase is no speed limit. I'm using this for a story one day. No doubt about it. Yeah, this is, like, one of my most prized cards. Just because it looks so awesome. Like, it really just spoke to me when I was little. And this is just my name on a blank card. I forgot where it came from, but I didn't want to pass up the opportunity to keep a card that literally had my name printed on it. I guess I should address that, like, in college, I ended up going by Adrian because, like, I was going through a lot of shit mentally, like, with school and stuff, that, like, I did not want to be responsible for anything more going downhill. So I literally changed my name to pretend I was a different person. And don't get me wrong, I totally am the same person. It's just a placebo effect that I gave myself. Like, oh, you know, if shit goes down, at least it won't be Albany's fault, you know? I just didn't want my name attached to anything that was, like, possibly going to keep me up at night. So, now that I know what I was doing, I don't really care anymore about using Adrian. In fact, you know, I feel like bringing back Albany again, just so that I can at least tell myself to start taking some responsibility. It doesn't go any deeper than that. It's literally just like, Adrian's kind of old now. I want to go back to Albany. So yeah, if you want to switch it up and throw this at me, you totally can. I'll be like, oh, hi, you know. I wanted to be like Violet. Oh my god, I just love Violet. That's it. This took me a weekend. I was taking my time, going through what I had, using only what was interesting to me, and not anything less. Because you know what? If they don't end up in my scrapbooks, then they weren't worth keeping in the first place. And I've had a couple of those where I would be tossing out some stuff. You just gotta sort through your trash and then put them in display type manner. Thank you. Bye.